Hello everyone, November 3, Foxtrot Juliet Zulu here. Well, something new for the channel. I've actually bit the bullet and designed a circuit board for my MAX-SSB rig that I'm building. And this is the first circuit board I've done since 1972 when I used to etch them by hand. I've created my first board is the audio amp, and here I've got the package back from LTspice, and we'll go through this and I'll build it and demonstrate it. Okay, let's open this up, see what we got here. It's in the package very well. Oh, these are nice boards. Okay, and this is the audio amp, and it replaces, this is the prototype that I built on a tin-plated steel sheet and the Manhattan construction techniques. This board is a direct copy of this board, but on a PCB using EasyEDA. The silk screen is very nice. I was wondering if these, when I put this caution on the back, it was small print, if it would print properly, but it looks like it came out just perfectly. Here's a close-up of the board. Okay, I got the board all built up and I have it connected to a line bridge oscillator. And this oscillator puts out very low harmonic distortion. And I'm going to adjust the crossover bias on the amp board now. So to do that, I will be adjusting this pot right here. And while I'm doing that, I'll be looking at the scope. Okay, as you can see, right here is where the crossover distortion, where the
one waveform ends, the other one begins, and there's a break right there at these crossings. The idea is to bring up the bias pot so that these crossings disappear. Right about there, looks like we got it. Now you don't want to go any further than that because you will be running the transistors. You'll be running current through the transistors when they're not conducting normally, or when they shouldn't be conducting. Okay, now that I have the crossover bias set, I've wired the board temporarily into my other rig to check it and on real on-the-air signals. And to do that, I have it tack soldered to the ground lug there on my MAX-SSB and the front panel Nano. So let's see how this works out. I also have a A/B switch where I can switch between the existing amplifier and the new amplifier.
Used to spend a lot of time up there. I don't know if you've been to Duluth, but it's actually kind of a pretty little city there on the lake. It just doesn't get very warm. Over.
No, you know, I don't. My good friend of mine, he works the oil fields now in North Dakota, but he actually keeps the boat nice and
You want to get sticky, that means you're leaking a little bit. So I changed them all out and just bought some Chinese.
Okay, with this switch up, we're using the new amp. With it down, we're using the existing amp in the MAX-SSB rig.
Chiclet. It's kind of, if you know what I mean. Yeah. It's a good radio, and it's reliable. It's a hybrid. Pretty nice hybrid. It was one of the first.
And it's 5:17 p.m. on the East Coast.
But I've owned enough boats, and I've learned through
let me cut it off so that doesn't happen again. So, you know, that's part of the problem, I guess. You could be like my amplifiers, and they'll run any kind of peaks. You know, there was something interesting on John's amp.
All right, up, new amp.
They're all adjustable. You know, you can adjust the current and the heat and where it cuts off. I think those were
Down the old amp.
they were adjustable on one screen that I seen. I'll have to ask them.
Okay, what I did to design these boards was use a program called EasyEDA. I downloaded it and ran it on my computer, which I took the existing diagrams for the boards I hand built and just transferred the, basically redrew it in EasyEDA. Then I went ahead and did the PCB design. And the PCB design is roughly based on the layout, not entirely, but somewhat using the layout I did for the Manhattan construction. So parts are basically in the same positions with some exceptions. And then through their online ordering process, I was able to upload the Gerber files to LTspice, and they manufactured the boards and sent them back to me. like I said earlier, it's the first time I actually did printed circuit boards since about 1972, when I used to build them by hand by using etch-resistant pens, drawing it directly on the copper, and then etching the boards, and then drilling the holes. So I must say that it was quite painless. I was a little reluctant to try it at first, but I went through it. It took me about maybe 2 weeks to learn the program, and then just did the layout, and worked out real well. If you've never done it before, I would encourage you to give it a try.